Holy crap, folks, we're gonna dive down the rabbit hole. Let's go on down. So, all right, check it out. Here we see Legal Aid Society, and actually, when we see their sponsors over here, do they have sponsors here? You have to kind of get to it. Let's see if they have sponsors here. The thing is that their biggest sponsor is actually at $500,000, half a million, and that's going to be the actual the Robin Hood Society. Okay, here's by the numbers. Okay. We're going to go to the Robinhood site in a moment, right? But right now we're trying to, I just want to show the pathway that I got to here from. So we can see the scale of their donations. They may not report all the time. Well, let's take a look. Okay, you're by the numbers, okay. Okay, it is. Okay, let's keep this on the screen here because this is good to see. They talk about the number, right? They worked all these hours. I don't see any what they really won. Okay, they say who gained privilege conviction after above litigation. Okay, okay, that's good. So they say they won 136 out of how many services? Expected to benefit from urgently repairs. Preservation trust. Okay. Now the thing is that a lot of people say don't trust the trust, right? Yeah. A lot of people are unhappy with this. So it's strange that Legal Aid Society is actually in the. A lot of people recognize this on the doors. I do have pictures that exist of Legal Aid Society. I have to go back and dig through my archives. Wow, that is wow. I have it in the archives though. I definitely recorded that information, and people in public housing will be able to attest to this. They know that they've seen this logo on their doors. And okay, so the thing is that they're actual. Let's go and type in Legal Aid Society. Sponsors. Okay, and we can see over here there's the annual report. Okay, so that's for 2021. Okay. Did they take it offline? Wow, I sent them an email earlier this morning. I sent it to the president. I sent it to the attorney chief. Yeah, I said I'm done fucking around. I need you guys to actually start doing a job. Okay, so these are the sustaining law firms over here. Do they have one for 21? Interesting. Okay. So maybe that was it. Okay. This doesn't look the same. Strange. Okay. Maybe 2022. We have to do the financial statements. Give me a second. It says annual reports, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me see what this is. Okay. What is going on? It's too weird, man. What is a Form 990? Y'all are lawyers, and this is the best you could do to really make yourselves transparent? I mean, really? I mean, come on. Anyways. Okay, let's do it again, okay? Legal Aid Society sponsors. Okay, and here somehow we get into this page, which is not really easily available through other means. Anyways, we see that they actually have the sustaining law firms, okay? And then here we see our supporters, and we see a $500,000 supporter of the Robin Hood Foundation. Credit card companies, things like that, right? Yeah, making sizable donations, but $500,000 is really kind of, that's serious. So who has $500,000 to sling around, right? Yeah, Robin Hood Foundation could operate their own things, but they just have $500,000 to slap over to the Legal Aid Defense Fund. What is this? Now, okay, so now let's look at Robin Hood's website themselves. And I do want to actually keep this open as well. So let's go look at the actual, just the front page. 35 years of fighting poverty, okay. And they said they started, yeah, there's definitely some weird stuff here. So they actually said that they started through the financial district. Yeah, they're actually like hedge funds. Okay, so they're actually They're founded by hedge fund people. So now what I want to do is I want to see, okay, what we do about us. PhDs, attorneys, nonprofit leaders, government officials, management experts, right? Also musicians, actors, journalists, yoga, ski bums, and chefs. What? Okay. A career? Let's take a look at what jobs they have. I could use a job. Honestly, this thing seems a little sussy, though. They have a lot of money, $500,000. Okay. Okay. She's giving out the money. She's the chief brand strategy. Okay. Who is the CEO? Chief public advisor to the CEO. Chief of staff. Chief development officer. Who is the CEO? Oh, this is the CEO. Okay. Let's see your background. A native urbanist, innovator, educator. Okay. He's from Panama. He 2 years ago, he went to Stuyvesant and Harvard. Okay, yeah, he's from that world. Okay. The thing is that they become buddy with a lot of these other people, and then it kind of like it's like the wealthy of the wealthiest, right? Yeah. But he's somehow associated with the social service nonprofit sector. Comes from East New York. Okay. Brooklyn. That's actually. So that's a real spot, you know what I mean? He's just some bright kid from East Newark is kind of a hood, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like poor, stuff like that, yeah. It's not really the best area of New York City, as in terms of like, it's not like Upper East Side or something, right? Yeah, so that's cool. He went to a magnet school, and he got to be around other, so that this is an argument, I guess, for magnet schools, right? Thrive NYC, okay. The grantees are the Brennan Center at NYU School of Law. Okay, a lot of kid stuff. Now the kids are actually end up, when you take a look at their homeless services, we're going to look at that in a second. They take care of a lot of the homeless kids, and they're actually, not saying guys don't get help either, but, shout out to Bowery Mission and things that actually help the more difficult, adult males. I feel like a lot of times in the system, it's, adult males in terms of getting servicing is not something that Robin Hood specializes in. Let's be real. Okay, I get a sense with this organization, but let me actually go through and build up to this particular idea here. I don't want to just throw it out. So we see that there's some phase of $10 million initiative. Okay. So 10 million across 50 is what? Right, yeah, 200,000. Let me do that math right there. Wow, am I that bad at math? 200,000 times 50. Times 50. Yeah, 10 million, okay. Thank God, okay. Okay, so, each will receive 25,000. Okay. Well, wasn't there 10 million? Okay, maybe this is over several years. Okay. All right. So 25,000. That's still pretty nice, though. Who got the money here? So when I was looking at this, Lexington School for the Deaf. I'm going to have to ask my man Mark about this. Adoptable children. The thing is that children are very easily to silence. I'm sorry to say, yeah. And when we look at like the state of the, they could be especially if they're in the system. They could be forced to have the vax. They could be forced to. Look, maybe that's too much. Yeah, like, is it really the vax the big issue here? No, but it just shows like an overall like lack of ability to control the situation. So if you're actually someone who is like a kid, an adult says, you know, you got to wait in this room over here, or, you know, this is what you're eating today, and it's like school food, it's like, you know, kind of trash. That's what you're getting. You don't know how to navigate the system to fight for your rights. So, you know, there's a lot of kids who are disappointed by CPS every day. Yeah, they can't do anything. Yeah. Anyways. So I saw something about homeless for the homeless, right? Yeah, and I was like, you know, okay, I got excited about this one, right? Yeah, it sounds like something that, you know, I myself, right, would be interested in. There's other people that I know who would be interested in something like this, right? Yeah, got people who might be homeless real soon, right? The Chelsea people. So let's go over here. HFF, Homes for the Homeless, right? Yeah. And then the first thing I see is a pretty lady here, and I start to say, where's the homeless people look like me? Then I start to get a feeling that this, right, yeah, it might not be for me. We'll see. It's right for families, stuff right here. Yeah, okay. The families get prioritized. Yep. Okay. Let's take a look at also, Robinhood actually has a, a YouTube. Okay. Remember, they have $500,000 to sling at Legal Aid Society. You know, and then they also have the most money.
The largest poverty fighting organization in New York City. And right now,
if you're the best of the best, right, yeah, they can hire the best of the best to make this video. Or at least a very, very good one. They don't have to hire the best of the best if they don't want to, but they can actually spend maybe even $1,000 on this. They only have how many videos? 178 videos, but this is really their intro. Then they have like these kinds of talks. And when I looked at some of these talks, and I started to get like another feeling. So, but let's talk about this first. Yeah, let's get to this. I'm gonna get to these videos down here in a moment.
now our focus is on helping to get families back on their feet, kids back on track, and New Yorkers back.
Okay, so it's really getting the people to work. A lot of these jobs are, some of them okay, but honestly, by controlling the jobs, right? One of the things I went to the Federal Monitor to talk about, right, was this untransparency of when these not-for-profits or these contractors get these jobs. They don't really publish publicly how much they got for the job. So the thing is that the workers, right, yeah, they should make that available to the workers right away when they actually apply for the job, right, yeah. Then they say, how much do you, right, yeah. They'd be like, how much do you want to get paid? Well, I want to know how much the contract was paying you to do this job, you know what I mean? And, you know, if you need some bureaucratic, you know, money to take care of, like, paperwork and stuff like that, yeah, that's cool. But really, if I'm a licensed security guard, licensed, you know, inspector, licensed anything, right, yeah, even if I'm not licensed, if I'm painting, right, yeah, I want to know in the paperwork right there, if it's a public project right there, did they pay, right, yeah, did they schedule, right, $10,000 for labor, right, yeah, with, you know, and then I want to see how the budget broke down, and then see, you know, how much was scheduled for painting. And if y'all were going to spend $200, you know what I mean, to paint the walls, but, you know, you only paid me $50, then where'd the $150 go? I'm working for you, I want to know. That money was supposed to pay me, I'm a painter, right? Yeah? So really, by controlling, so I wonder how much the staff at Robinhood is getting paid. So let's take a look right there quick, right, yeah? Once again, right, he comes from the best, he's Harvard, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve money, right? But, just wondering. Okay. Executive compensation at the Robinhood Foundation in 2021. Okay. We may have to wait for 22 to get posted, right? We're in September already. Okay, anyways. $500,000 for quite a few of them. And then we have, like, you know, around $500,000 for a sizable, you know, 3 of them over $500,000. And, you know, I'm sure there's other benefits that they get besides, right? Yeah, they're just straight salary. I don't know if this is compensate 22 million, average 135,000. Okay. There were many staff departures. Interesting. Why? 35 independent contractors for design, consulting, event production, musical performance. Jonas Brothers. Oh my God, $1 million to the Jonas Brothers. Okay. Hudson Yards Catering. Oh my God, $500,000 for catering, right? Yeah, for their fancy soirees. Well, Robin Hood. Well, Robin Hood. I guess y'all Harvard cats are really taking care of us or something. Anyways, let's keep going on, right? Yeah, that's just interesting. Let's go on.
Jobs, and I really felt I didn't have much opportunity to grow or to get into a career field.
俾我哋，即係令到我會覺得，哦，呢個診所係一個
These things can be helpful, they can also be exploitive. Yeah, exploitative. There may be good things going on, but really, right, yeah, they could make that happen by making things transparent. So there is some transparency, which I did like, where we can see their salaries. I mean, what I saw there was a little bit disturbing, but at least I could see it, right? Yeah, that's what's published. By the way, there's also probably travel, you know, other things paid for, you know what I mean? They go into these fancy conferences and stuff. You know, they're going to be eating that food too. So all that money that they spend on the food and stuff, I guess, part of the benefits in this part of their package. So I don't know if that was accounted for in their, you know, in the numbers that I saw thrown out there. By the way, right? Yeah. So $20,000. Most of these organizations, I saw $20,000 somewhere. Yeah, each will see 25. Okay, 25,000. Okay. There was a actually. So let's go back to the YouTube over here. Right here. Let me just see if there's anything else here. Field 50 data. If you guys want to look at this, right? Once again, this is what they have to say, right? Yeah. There's probably a whole lot of things missing here. You know, people will report things that are favorable for themselves. Now, here's an interesting. I had to pop this one open because I saw this title where it said nonprofits in New York City. I was like, this is too what? I was like, how are they just openly talking about real estate and nonprofits? Like, this is really. I said, this is super bizarre. And there's a managing director specifically of real estate. What? So I watched it. She talked about, you know, about how they're mission bound and how she loves working with the kids and stuff like that. And you know what? The kids, once again, are easy to control. They don't really have more complex problems. Well, they do have, sometimes they do have complex problems, but the thing is that they're also not really able to fight back. So the thing is that they interface with the system. Even if they are fighting back, a lot of their, you know, ability to, you know, complain and be taken seriously or be, you know, understand how to navigate the system correctly to, you know, fight for justice is severely compromised. And I would be shocked if these, look, I don't want to tear down the good work that they do. I'm sure some people get helped by this, right up, yeah? But the thing is that I'm sure that with this level of elites that are around this type of organization, once again, we saw on the Wikipedia, not saying that this is, Robinhood could contact me at any time if this becomes a thing, okay? If there's any, like, look into this, okay? They also receive Soros money, apparently, all this other thing. Robinhood, New York City, okay? Let's see, okay? Yeah, I wanted to see, I looked for Code Pink earlier to see if they were connected, because honestly, I'm really have a lot of problems with that organization. I emailed every single person at Code Pink about the sexual predatory behavior that was going on at the People's Party, and then what they did is they blocked me from their server. This is just, they're not even going to investigate. And now, you know, and then weeks later, you know, was it the Zainab Day thing came out? The whole culture was there. That Harvey Weinstein culture. Anyways, let's look at the programs. Okay, yeah, it's rich people playing with the kids, yeah. And I get it, right? Yeah, it's safe for them too. Like that's a smart thing to do, really. You know what I mean? You could get hurt with people that come out of prison and stuff. Like, what do you want her to do? Like, you know, go in with the. Not saying they're all bad, you know what I mean? But You know, there's levels to it, right? Yeah, people who've been successfully through, you know, or have had time to rehabilitate, right? Yeah. We can't just throw certain people into these different conditions. Just they just won't understand, you know, the culture or the mentality, or just it might, yeah, maybe not, but you know, there is a and there's actually disturbing things about because everything really caters to the power of the adults that are running the system, and the children are not really able to really take on you know, these things. So whatever. I mean, you know, are there how young are the kids? I mean, maybe they're actors and stuff, right? I don't know if they actually are. The kids in the program are partaking, but and you know, I have pictures with kids too. I even have kids on the program. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things to think about. You know what I mean? I would talk, but I give the kids a voice when they're on my program. You know what I mean? Are we really hearing from these kids, and are they just saying, like, you know, stuff they're told to say, like, oh, this program's great, right? Yeah. I really want to know what these kids think. You know what I mean? Like, what do they think about these issues here? And I'm going to give them agency. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Look. But once again, right, my own personal thing is, like, I'm like, what about people like myself? You know what I mean? They have $500,000. And we see, like, Rob, right, the thing is that, you know, public housing, things like that, right, yeah, they are, where's the priority? Let's take a look again, right? I'm not saying public housing is actually defensible, because the thing is that they're not really mobilizing. Without mobilization, do you even deserve to win? Right, even adult and household supports, like, if I go to school-age children, there's something different. Even here, it's like childhood asthma. When it's adult and household supports, like, it's really heavy with that, you know? Like, the kids are everywhere here. Like, I'm trying to find poor people here. Here's, I see Bronx Defenders, Brooklyn Legal Services. So they're not just hooking up. Let's see, okay, CAPC, interesting. I've seen them around. Coalition for the Homeless, I think they have some quality work. I'm actually, they're pretty cool. I'm glad they're getting hooked up. Grow Brooklyn, there's some problems here. I think there's some definitely concerns. Make the Minquan, interesting. Okay. I think, let me see if they say anything about the Soros connection. What was it? A Legal Aid Society, right? Yeah, with Legal Aid Society. How did they get all this money, yo? They're just like one in a list of this many? Yo, Make the Road New York. I know Christopher Johnson loves this group. Make the Road. Paraprofessionals. Okay. Upsolve. Okay. Paraprofessionals do work with the disabled. So I'm sure Mark's going to want to know about that. We'll have to see if we can get maybe even the what is it called? The Co-Navigator program. We'll see if that could get support here. Special initiatives. But the thing is, right, yeah, I have a feeling that it's a closed system. Right, yeah? Certain people are going to get the money, and those are the insiders. Because this place is filled with money getters, you know what I mean? This place is filled with the people that's got the money, you know what I mean? And the power, you know what I mean? And they're not trying to give it away. They have the power because they about taking power. They about being power. What do you think about that? The power fund. What the fuck was I just talking about, right? Yeah? We got an Asian woman here. Right? Yeah. The power is, they have a black guy so it doesn't look wrong, but, you know, when you get there, it's going to be a different story. I'm telling you right now. Let's go and look at this. Oh, they have black guy in charge. Okay. Oh, yeah, they said super woke right now. Yeah. Oh, they have an Asian guy there. They had 1 in 4. Yeah, okay, I remember that. The staff. Okay. Got the pretty ladies around. And this is the actual staff, right? Okay. Got black at the head. And then this is, you know, this is what you get right here. Was she at the CB4? No, these people are from New York. They are from New York. Who was at the CB4 meeting? Let me look at the thing again. if these people have $500,000 to just give away, right? Yeah. But these guys are getting 95. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna check some of these out for real. Yeah. Oh, CUNY. Oh my goodness. CUNY ACE. Okay.
Is the CUNY ACE program? What does that ACE stand for? I think most people know CUNY.
Sure. ACE stands for Accelerate
Completely engaged. Okay.
Rise Without this program.
Got it. And CUNY has such a special.
Oh my God. There's some things going on with the CUNY stuff. Yeah. Poverty fighters. Okay. Well. Are they giving money to the CUNY system? Let's see. It would be nice if they talk to me, yeah? I have a feeling they won't. Because right here, right, yeah? Look, I'm not saying Wikipedia is not necessarily 100% correct, but I don't think... let's look at Robinhood. I think Hood, NYC, and let's look at Harvey Weinstein. And the thing is that the Jeff Immelt thing from Robinhood board, okay, well, well. Well, it's looking like there's some confirmation of this kind of behavior, so sorry to say. Wanda Sykes? Who's Sykes? Obama and Clinton? They staged a Led Zeppelin reunion? We're seeing Luke's Weinstein, jokes. Who's this guy? There was other people, okay. Robinhood. There was also a connection between them and, what was it again? That firm, that Lehman Brothers. Oh my God. Complete timeline from founder and key, formerly of Lehman Brothers. Okay. They also had what's his name? Jeff Immelt or something. This is just, it's going downhill. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see if there's a tie between CUNY. Okay. So they may do other things, but really ACE is their big deal. Okay. Oh, they're also giving money to Queensboro. Okay. To create a male resource center. What is this? That's good. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there's something to help people like, not me, but like minority men. But of course I'm left out. Well, oh well. What the? Whatever. Okay. Whatever. What? Anyways. Okay, so let's go back one last time before I get off this, and I'll check the chat too, see if there's anything that I want to say.
So, who was Robin Hood?
Oh, they got the voiceover, you heard that? And they got the music. Got that piano going. Okay, let's see what else they got.
Those in need. That
I got a piano. I could play 2 notes.
More stories to read, I would never believe myself because I always thought I don't want to.
Okay.
6th grade, it inspired me in a way that no other
Why they got the crotch shot? What is that? What the hell is that?
呢個診所係一個好令到我好
She's Chinese. That's Chinese.
好感恩，覺得係好似一個屋企人咁樣去幫我，可以去解決我嘅問題咯。
People will be relying on this, on their, yeah. Well, it might be legit, yeah. Okay, you gotta behave yourself. Yeah. With this crowd. Probably won't be working for someone like myself. Oh well. I'm just real skeptical. Okay. And this is the rest of their, let's see over here. do a little check right here. Do they have lives? Okay, reimagine the poverty fight. These are actually getting more. Oh, they had a mayoral candidate for them? What? Okay.
Paying attention to the technology gaps, but when you really scratch under the surface in this, affordability of service is actually the primary barrier for so many New Yorkers. And so we need to be building partnerships to ensure that we're actually making the service affordable and that we're providing other pathways to entry like libraries, as I said before.
Catherine?
Thank you. As I have said,
It's interesting that this happens in February because this is actually, at this point, right, yeah, I think that most of the candidates are still in the race. So I think that Andrew Yang is still in the race at this point. It's interesting that he wouldn't attend this, right, yeah. Or maybe they didn't want him. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they would want him. We'll see. They may have their picks, right? If they did think that they want to choose someone, I would think they would want Maya Wiley. I think that's what Robin Hood would want. That's just from looking at their, what I saw from the reports on the Glassdoor.
from the beginning of this campaign, broadband is clearly no longer a nice to have. It is an absolute requirement for the 21st century, both for education as well as for employment and to get a vaccine.
What I would do as mayor to reorient the way we plan this city on education.
Families that are homeless, so we need first to begin to prevent that homelessness. We need to make certain that we have it.
Well, that was Robin Hood, but wait, that's not Robin Hood. This is actually, I forgot his name, but he was running for mayor as well. Yeah, he was super rich. He's definitely Wall Street.
Extend the moratorium on eviction notices. We need to make certain that we give rent subsidies. We also need to make sure that we have support services today, which are sorely lacking. And we need to make sure that we're repairing
path-breaking work.
Mallory Morrison. Let's hear that question.
Okay, I've seen this lady around.
Hi, my name is Mallory Morrison, and I'm from Queens, New York. My question I would like to present is how will New York provide assistance for the daunting task of the homeless to find housing resources and to make sure that the program or organization that provides this help is free of stereotypes and generalizations that result in discrimination.
More employment than anyone else in this economy. We've got to get that back on track. But as you think about what the city can do to prevent this law, so what is the one program or policy from the current administration that you think was not effective that you would end? And what would
support teams and for
there are responsible for New York?
The damage of the mortgage crisis. Why?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why they have these different pairings of these, different candidates. It seems like drop in and come back, drop out and come back. I would have to watch this to see what's going on. But interesting that they got this. That's actually that's a cool little program right there. Okay. What else do they have? Okay, reimagine the poverty fight. Okay.
And in Philadelphia next door, and
it looks like they had it at some. They went all out for that one. Okay, that's cool. It's a nice presentation there. It's so crazy to see them have real estate. Let me just look at what else they have with real estate. I just want to know. That's the number one affecting factor. That's where the most money comes from to impact politics here in New York City. Because in New York City, the local government is really in charge of the property, so. Okay. Leave funds, okay. Cory Booker. These people have 39 views? What? What is this? Maybe this crowd is too busy to watch things. But this is crazy, okay? Well, interesting. So, poverty and mobility. Well, maybe we could get some money for Mark over here. We'll see. All right, I think I'm just gonna end it there. Let me just check the chat, see if anybody has anything they want to say about this particular topic. Nothing. Okay, cool.